Hello everyone, welcome to Border Tourist. So we are on a trip to Upardang Gadhi, and this is a road where the vehicles skid, and with great difficulty we have brought two Ecosports here. So that is the destination where we need to be, Upardang Gadhi, but we're stuck here, and you see there's an excavator working here on the road, and there are two cars, two Ecosports, one white, another blue, stuck there. We had a very difficult times to bring our cars up to here. At one point we had to push the car, but now it really looks kind of hopeless. Without a 4x4 it will be difficult for our cars to climb here, and from there the road doesn't look much difficult to go to the top. For the last 4 or 5 kilometers or so we have been driving along very steep hills, and you see there, this is definitely a 4x4 territory. So you can see that we have been struggling here for quite some time. It's been half an hour we're stuck here, and this one Ecosport, there's another, and in the background you can see a JCB working there, which is widening the road, and that part of the road is quite steep and full of stones. So this truck is going there to carry all the debris and all the rocks down to the basin. So we had to come down, and you can see that that blue Ecosport is in reverse gear, coming back, making way for the truck. Hello. And we're not quite sure what we do now. Do we wait for some time and try again, or after this truck passes, or do we go back, park our car somewhere and take out this stuff, and then we climb and hike up to our destination? This is the way that we came from. This is the track, the dirt track, and we have been climbing for the last half an hour or so. And this is our group. So hello all petrol heads, we are here on the way to Upardang Gadhi, and we have come for last 5 kilometers on a completely off-road track, and you can see that we are stuck here. Yes, there's one Ecosport and there's another, and back in the background you can see a truck, and there's a JCB making way for us. So it has been a complete adventure, and this is completely 4x4 territory. So that is why. Hello. So everybody say hi. Hello. Okay, and we're planning to stay here for like 30 minutes to 1 hour and see if that JCB clears the way for us. Now that's the excavator that is working on this track, and the driver of the excavator told us that he's going to flatten out the road, and it will be possible for us to climb. Let's see what happens. And there are two cars. That's one blue Ecosport, and there's another one behind that. These two are beautiful cars, but unfortunately they are not going to come to Nepal anytime in the future. I was driving one of the Ecosports for a colleague, and there's another one, and you can see that Ecosports is being pushed to overcome that tricky few meters. This is the one that I'm driving, and look how friends are helping to overcome that road. Ecosports is quite a capable car. Wish it had a 4-wheel drive. And this is the stretch where we got stuck for a long time, like 1 hour. The JCB driver was kind enough to flatten the road for us. And look how around 4 or 5 people, my group mates, they are toiling to push the car out of that tricky section of the road. This is the area where the JCB is working some time ago, and we just cross it. So this is the first car the blue Ecosports crossing that area. It had a boost as well. Now we are here at a destination, and there are two Ecosports parked side by side. One is titanium signature, another is titanium thunder, and we are probably going to stay at one of these places. And let me show you the road that we came along. So this is the road, and it was quite a dangerous road to drive along. This is a beautiful place on the top of a hill. That's our team, and you can see the mountains. We are right in the hills. The locals told us that it is difficult to find food here. So you need to carry food from the city downhill. But you can get beer here. So he is began our trip planner. And everybody started climbing uphill. There's a small quaint village up here, and it is one of these houses where we are going to stay for the night, which is known as homestay here. Which one?
I'm tired.
This is plastico pani. Oh, we have also caterer on water, but I'm sure we can get water here to drink. Yeah, and there's a pipeline. Maybe we need to help reconnect. So this is going to reconnect the pipes for the well-being of the locals. Good job. Yeah. And we have a guide walking in front of us, and he told us that yesterday and a few days before there were so many groups coming from Chitwan and elsewhere. And that's a beautiful view of the mountains. I don't know the name of the peak, but this is also the one of the peaks that you can see from Narangat. And in the distance you can see a road under construction. The local told us that this road that goes to Fisling. Fisling is a small town on Prithvi Highway, a few kilometers, like 10 kilometers away from Mugling on the way to Kathmandu. And according to locals, if you take a bike, it will take you around 1 hour 20 minutes, 1 hour 40 minutes to reach Fisling. So which is not a lot, considering if they do not take this road, they need to go through Bharatpur, Narangat, and then to Fisling, which will take more than 3 hours. So we're now inside the village premises. So from the place where we parked our cars, we walked for about 10 minutes to come to this place. And this is probably the place from where we watch the views. Okay, this is the way that our friends are going to. And this is the west direction, and you can see the sun in the horizon. And that is the house where we're going to stay for the night. Or probably not, because there's another group of people there. So it's probably a different house where we're going to stay for the night. And this is the home where we stayed for the last night. And from here, on this side, you can see a part of the mountains. And on this side there's a ball, and that is downtown Bharatpur. The locals told us that on clear days you can even see the Nara River bridge and the river Nara in there. At around 4 o'clock in the night when I woke up, this place was full of lights, but now it has become hazier and probably it will clear after a few hours, let's see. And now we have come out to go to a place called Gadhi. So Upardang Gadhi, as this place is called, used to be an old capital of Chitwan. Before Chitwan was inhabited, people used to live around this place. There were no people living apart from Tharos in the plains because of malaria. So these are the steps that leads to a fort on the top, as we are told. Let's see how is it like. And as Apple said, better views come after harder climbs. So after just walking like 2 minutes, we see this snowy white mountain here, and there's another peak over there, and there are clouds below us. And this is the track that will lead us to the Gadhi. This place is not far from Chitwan and also not far from Kathmandu. There's a road that connects this place with a place called Fisling on Prithvi Highway near Kurintar. That means even from Kathmandu, this place isn't more than 4 hours of drive, and from Chitwan it's like 1 hour and 30 minutes. I'm sure there will be better views after we reach the top. So if you're looking forward to come to Upardang Gadhi, what you should do is you should come here by 3 or 4 o'clock the previous evening and stay at one of the homestays and have fun. And the next day you can come for hiking on this place to the Gadhi. There's an entry fee for the Gadhi with meager rupees 50 per person. So that looks like a gate. So we are near to our destination. And if you are looking forward for doing longer hiking, there are so many trails here. This place doesn't lie on the Chepang trail, but after walking for some time, you can reach that trail. The famous Chepang trail starts from places like Bandara and Manhari and goes around in the hills of Chitwan and Makwanpur. We have an inscription here, and in this inscription they have written all the details. So when you're seeing this video, you can pause and go through this. So that is the gate we came through just now, and there are many people we saw here. People come here in groups. This is not a place to come alone. It's more fun in groups. And these are the attendants of the fort, and we need to show the ticket. Biyok has the ticket. Let me show you how a ticket looks like. देखो there Biyok ticket कस्तो हुने रहेछ. So we are 9 people in the group, and these are the tickets costing 50 rupees per person. And yeah, always buy tickets because this will support the local economy and will help in the cleanliness of the environment. So there are a few more steps to go before we reach the top. That looks like a river, but I'm not sure what river is that.
So this looks like just a short hike, like 5 minutes, and we have arrived here. And as you can see in the background, there's a fort, and we'll go inside and see what lies there inside. There's a similar fort in Sinduli Gadhi in the Sinduli district. A few years ago, when I was traveling to that route, I went to see that place, and it was kind of similar. And there's a gate leading inside the fort. Just like what all forts are like, you can see a trench here, which is deeper by like 2 or 3 meters. And from this trench, there's this gate, and we come through the gate. And there are spaces in the wall in the fort, probably to put in the cannons. Oh, the view is magnificent. This place is at an elevation of 1275 meters, which is nearly as high as Kathmandu. And look at this mountain. We get to see this mountain from Bharatpur to Fort. From here, it appears more clear. And nearer. So now I'm going to show you a 360 view of the fort. This is how it looks like. And on that direction lies Bharatpur. I can see small houses there, but it isn't clear on the camera and in the video. But look at those mountains, they're magnificent. So you should definitely come here. The road had become more easy than before, and it is a good place to stay around like 20 to 24 hours.
After visiting the fort, we went down to our homestays where we had our lunch. The lunch was quite delicious. It was comprised of local kukra. One can get a local kukra for 2,500 rupees, and the people who run the homestays, they will help to cook the food. And this is the road that we came along yesterday, and we are taking the same road to return. And this particular stretch is the part where we got stuck yesterday. So you see that Upardang Gadhi is leading the way for us, and we're behind, following it. The road is in good shape, but only a few stretches are bad. And because the road is being widened, so sometimes some parts of the road can be tricky to cross. The locals told us that in a few months, before the end of winter, all of this road will be blacktopped, and once it is blacktopped, it will be very easy to come to this place. And also it will be very easy for people of Tadi, Ratnanagar to go to fishing through Upardang Gadhi. Coming down was quite easy than going up. And you see that the road is quite dusty, but it was an easy drive downhill. The turns are very steep and you need to be careful while driving. In summary, this was a wonderful trip that was covered in less than 24 hours. And if you're living in Chitwan or Headquarter or in areas nearby, It is highly recommended that you visit this place. So first you need to arrive at Shaktikor, and then from there you need to drive for around half an hour uphill. And once you come to Upardang Gadhi, locals will help you find a place to stay. Alternatively, you can call one Mr. Arvind who will help you to organize everything. I'll share his phone number in the description. So, if you have any questions about this place and about how to travel to here, feel free to write in the comment section. I'll try to respond to all the questions and comments that you have posted. So have a good time and keep traveling. Goodbye.